At 62, Demi Moore is finally speaking out about her life with Ashton Kutcher. From her Hollywood rise to personal heartbreaks, Demi shares the untold story of love, loss, and resilience. Through fame, challenges, and recovery, she's emerged stronger, wiser, and more candid than ever, offering a rare glimpse into her journey both on and off screen. Demi Moore was born on November 11, 1962, in Roswell, New Mexico, into a challenging and unstable family life. Her father left before she was even born, leaving her mother to struggle with raising her alone. At just 15, Demi endured a traumatic betrayal, later revealed in her memoir. Her mother allowed an older man to harm her for $500, leaving deep emotional scars that stayed with her for years. Her home life was chaotic, with both parents drinking heavily, and frequent moves, over 30 times before Demi turned 14, added to her instability. At 12, Demi faced a horrifying experience when her mother tried to take her own life. Demi had to dig pills out of her mother's mouth with her small hands while her stepfather held her down, forcing her to grow up far too quickly. School offered little refuge. She struggled with dyslexia and had to undergo multiple eye surgeries. By age 16, Demi decided to drop out of school and live independently, taking on jobs ranging from modeling to debt collection to support herself. At 17, she married musician Freddie Moore, hoping to escape her troubled past. The marriage lasted only 4 years, but Demi never gave up on her dreams. At 19, she landed her first big role as journalist Jackie Templeton on General Hospital, standing out from over 1,000 auditioning actresses. Although she earned only $750 per episode, the role marked a turning point, portraying a strong, determined woman at a time when such characters were rare on television. Off-screen, Demi struggled with addiction and a party lifestyle that threatened her budding career. Director Joel Schumacher recognized her potential and intervened, ensuring she remained sober during filming for St. Elmo's Fire. That role not only mirrored some of Demi's real-life challenges, but also introduced her to the Brat Pack, a group of young rising stars in the 1980s. Success in St. Elmo's Fire opened doors to more prominent roles in films like About Last Night and Ghost, laying the foundation for her ascent in Hollywood. Through these experiences, Demi transformed her painful past into motivation, channeling her struggles into her performances and building a career that would soon make her one of the most recognizable actresses of her generation. By the mid-1980s, Demi Moore was steadily rising in Hollywood. Her breakthrough came with St. Elmo's Fire in 1985, a coming-of-age film about a group of friends navigating adulthood. Demi played Jules, a party girl grappling with personal struggles, mirroring her own challenges at the time. Director Joel Schumacher gave her a clear ultimatum: get sober or lose the role. Demi chose sobriety, with the studio even arranging someone to stay with her on set to ensure she stayed on track. The movie's success cemented her status as part of the iconic Brat Pack of young stars, opening doors to larger projects. In 1990, Demi starred in Ghost, which became a global phenomenon. The film, made on a modest budget, grossed over $55 million worldwide, making it the highest-grossing movie of the year. Demi's portrayal of Molly Jensen, particularly the iconic pottery scene with Patrick Swayze, resonated with audiences and elevated her to superstardom. Her short haircut in the film sparked a worldwide fashion trend, showing her influence extended beyond the screen. This success coincided with her husband Bruce Willis's own blockbuster hits, with Die Hard 2 topping the box office alongside Ghost, marking a unique moment for a Hollywood couple. Demi's career continued to flourish with a string of successful films, including A Few Good Men in 1992 and Indecent Proposal in 1993, the latter sparking debates about morality, relationships, and the portrayal of women in cinema. Critics and feminists often clashed over her bold choices, but Demi remained determined to challenge societal expectations of women through her roles. Her willingness to take risks culminated in the mid-1990s with 2 controversial films, Striptease in 1996 and G.I. Jane in 1997. In Striptease, she embraced her sexuality, becoming Hollywood's highest-paid actress at $12.5 million. In G.I. Jane, she played the first woman to complete Navy SEAL training, shaving her head and performing many stunts herself. These roles showcased Demi's versatility and sparked conversations about gender roles in Hollywood. Parallel to her career, Demi's personal life was evolving. She married Bruce Willis at the age of 25 in 1987, a relationship that quickly became one of Hollywood's most famous couples. They had 3 daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah. Balancing 2 high-profile careers with family life proved challenging. Demi continued to break records, but she and Bruce navigated their differences, ultimately co-parenting successfully despite separating in 1998 after 11 years of marriage. Their amicable split set an example of how divorced couples could maintain a supportive family environment. During this period, Demi also challenged societal norms about motherhood. In 1991, she appeared on the cover of Vanity Fair while pregnant with her second daughter, Scout, sending a powerful message that pregnancy and motherhood didn't diminish her independence or identity. Through her early stardom, Demi established herself not only as a talented actress, but also as a symbol of resilience, balancing ambition, personal struggles, and motherhood in the public eye. In 2003, Demi Moore's life took a surprising turn when she met Ashton Kutcher at the New York premiere of Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. Demi was 40, Ashton 25, a 15-year age gap that immediately drew public attention. Despite the difference, they connected instantly, spending 8 hours on the phone discussing life, dreams, and philosophy. Just 3 weeks later, Ashton had met Demi's daughters and even her ex-husband Bruce Willis, signaling how quickly their relationship was moving. Within 2 months, Ashton proposed during a romantic midnight picnic on a Santa Barbara beach, using rose petals to spell out "Marry Me" and presenting a 5-carat diamond ring worth $250,000. By the 4th month, Demi and Ashton were living together and had even co-founded a production company, Catalyst Films. Their first project, Beauty and the Geek, became a success, cementing their status as a Hollywood power couple. Yet the relationship faced tragedy when Demi suffered a miscarriage 6 months into her pregnancy. The loss deeply affected both of them, with Demi struggling to cope despite nearly 20 years of sobriety. She turned to alcohol and painkillers to numb the grief, and her weight dropped dangerously low. Although the couple sought counseling and even explored IVF, subsequent attempts at pregnancy were unsuccessful. The public scrutiny intensified due to their high-profile age gap. The media labeled Demi as a cougar, and late-night comedians often joked about their relationship. Demi handled the attention with humor, even appearing on Saturday Night Live in 2005 wearing old-age makeup to parody public fascination with their age difference. In September 2005, they married privately at their Beverly Hills home in a ceremony attended by 100 guests, including Bruce Willis. Demi wore a Lanvin gown, Ashton a cream Brooks Brothers suit, and their daughters read heartfelt letters to Ashton, who gave them Cartier love bracelets to symbolize his commitment. Despite the outward glamour, their marriage faced ongoing struggles. Balancing careers, family responsibilities, and personal expectations was challenging. Demi's sobriety was tested by grief, and Ashton assumed an intense stepfather role for her daughters, attending school events, learning to braid hair, and supporting their interests. Even so, Demi and Ashton sought to maintain a functional blended family, taking vacations together with Bruce Willis and ensuring the children felt loved and supported. Tragically, their attempts to expand their family were met with heartbreak. Demi, at 41, lost a baby girl 6 months into pregnancy. The miscarriage intensified her emotional pain, contributing to a deeper strain in her marriage. The couple tried unconventional solutions, including threesomes requested by Ashton, but these only added emotional stress. Eventually, rumors of Ashton's infidelity surfaced, culminating in public confirmation that he had cheated on their 6th wedding anniversary in 2011. This betrayal led Demi to announce their separation, and their divorce was finalized in 2013. This chapter marked one of Demi Moore's most difficult periods, highlighting both the intensity of love and the fragility of relationships under public scrutiny. Despite the challenges, Demi remained committed to her daughters, striving to maintain stability and rebuild her life after heartbreak. After her separation from Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore entered one of the darkest chapters of her life. Despite being sober for nearly 20 years, the emotional toll of her divorce and the pain from past traumas triggered a relapse into substance abuse. By early 2012, her addiction escalated dangerously. She was taking up to 12 Vicodin pills a day, mixing alcohol with Red Bull, and using synthetic cannabis and nitrous oxide. Her health deteriorated rapidly, and she suffered seizures and extreme exhaustion, reaching a weight of just 102 pounds. The addiction also took a severe toll on her relationship with her 3 daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah. Communication broke down entirely for nearly 3 years. Tallulah, the youngest, recalled feeling anxious and frightened by her mother's unpredictable behavior, while Scout and Rumor experienced anger, heartbreak, and a sense of abandonment. The strain was so profound that Demi missed major family milestones, including birthdays and significant events in her daughters' lives. In one terrifying moment, Rumor had to call 911 to save her mother's life. Recognizing the need for help, Demi entered a luxury rehab facility, Cirque Lodge in Utah, in September 2012. Costing $150,000 a month, the program provided the structured support she desperately needed to regain control over her life. Recovery was slow and required tremendous dedication, including therapy and family counseling. The process involved confronting not only her addiction, but also deep-seated issues with grief, body image, and self-worth that had haunted her for decades. The road to healing also involved rebuilding trust with her daughters. Tallulah, recently out of rehab herself, took the first step by reaching out to Demi in November 2015. Demi immediately flew to New York to reconnect, marking the first time the family reunited in nearly 3 years. Rebuilding their bond wasn't easy. The daughters shared openly about their pain and resentment, while Demi took full responsibility for her past actions. Over 18 months of therapy, counseling, and retreats, the family slowly repaired their relationships. By 2017, a major breakthrough occurred during a retreat in Arizona where Demi and her daughters meditated, reflected, and worked through emotional wounds. Today, the family celebrates milestones together, supports each other's endeavors, and even participates in projects as a family. For Demi's 60th birthday in 2022, her daughters got matching tattoos of the word mother in her handwriting, a symbolic testament to their renewed closeness. Demi's journey through addiction and recovery illustrates both her vulnerability and resilience. Though she faced near-fatal lows, she emerged determined to prioritize health, family, and self-growth. Her story became not just one of survival, but of reclaiming identity, nurturing relationships, and proving that even the most public struggles can lead to redemption and strengthened bonds. In recent years, Demi Moore has embraced a new chapter of her life, focusing on self-growth, happiness, and redefining what love means to her. At 62, she openly shares that the most important relationship is the one she has with herself. Demi coined the term solo partnering to describe her approach, prioritizing personal development and fulfillment rather than relying on a romantic partner to feel complete. This philosophy quickly resonated online, with #solo-partnering trending after her interviews, signaling a shift in societal conversations about love and independence. Despite stepping back from traditional romantic pursuits, Demi still engages meaningfully with life and relationships. Over the past year, she went on only a few carefully chosen dates, including one memorable experience with an astrophysicist in the Mojave Desert. While not a romantic encounter, the date was deeply meaningful, reflecting her desire for connection that enriches life rather than completes it. Demi has also fostered surprising friendships, including with Mila Kunis, Ashton Kutcher's wife. The two women started a book club together, meeting bi-weekly to discuss literature and life, showing Demi's maturity, forgiveness, and willingness to embrace unconventional relationships. This openness extends to her family dynamics as well. She remains close to Bruce Willis, attending his family events, supporting his health struggles, and celebrating milestones together, demonstrating that divorce doesn't preclude lasting respect, love, or collaboration. Her daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah, continue to play a central role in her life. The family now shares holidays, projects, and social media moments, highlighting the profound healing that has taken place since the darkest years. Demi's commitment to them, combined with her self-focus, has allowed her to rebuild trust and establish a healthy, loving environment, both for herself and for her children. Today, Demi Moore's life reflects resilience, self-discovery, and balance. She approaches love thoughtfully, embracing relationships that add value rather than define her identity. Her public journey from childhood trauma, Hollywood fame, and personal struggles to recovery and reinvention has made her a symbol of strength and authenticity. Through solo partnering, nurturing family bonds, and cultivating meaningful friendships, Demi continues to inspire, showing that life's later chapters can be rich with purpose, joy, and connection on one's own terms. Demi Moore's journey is a testament to resilience, reinvention, and the enduring power of personal growth. From a turbulent childhood marked by betrayal, instability, and trauma, she rose to become one of Hollywood's most celebrated actresses. Her career, spanning iconic films like Ghost, A Few Good Men, Indecent Proposal, Striptease, and G.I. Jane, showcased her versatility, fearlessness, and willingness to challenge societal expectations of women both on and off screen. Each role she chose reflected a different facet of her personality, from vulnerability and strength to sexuality and determination, cementing her legacy as an actress unafraid to take risks. Beyond her professional achievements, Demi's personal life has become a story of survival, growth, and forgiveness. She navigated high-profile marriages, motherhood, and public scrutiny with resilience, learning to balance ambition with family priorities. Her relationships with Bruce Willis and Ashton Kutcher, including blended family dynamics and public heartbreak, taught her lessons in love, trust, and boundaries. Perhaps most importantly, her journey through addiction and recovery highlighted the importance of accountability, self-awareness, and seeking help when needed, ultimately allowing her to rebuild her life and reconnect with her daughters. Demi's modern philosophy of solo partnering has also contributed to her influence, inspiring many to reconsider what it means to be complete, happy, and independent. She embodies the idea that fulfillment comes first from within, and that relationships, romantic or otherwise, should enhance life rather than define it. Her willingness to publicly share struggles and triumphs, including her parenting challenges and health battles, has created a space for dialogue on topics often considered taboo, from addiction and mental health to aging and body image. Today, Demi Moore continues to be a role model for resilience and reinvention. She maintains close bonds with her daughters, supports her ex-husband and blended family, and fosters meaningful friendships, demonstrating that compassion, forgiveness, and authenticity can coexist with a life lived in the public eye. Her story is a powerful reminder that life's difficulties do not define us. How we confront them does. At 62, Demi's journey is far from over. Whether through her continued advocacy, creative projects, or quiet personal growth, she remains a figure of inspiration. Her legacy is not only in the films she made or the headlines she graced, but in the strength, courage, and wisdom she embodies, a testament to a life fully lived both on her own terms and in connection with those she loves.